Let's take a brief look at the on-speed system and the information that it provides to the pilot. These are simple, intuitive energy cues, and it's really important to understand that we're talking about an angle of attack, not a specific airspeed. If we say fast or slow, we mean relative to on-speed angle of attack. The on-speed cue is used in two phases of flight, approach and landing, and when we maneuver the airplane. It's going to be a primary reference for approach and landing, VAP if you will, and at 1G, it's going to provide a speed reference equal to 1.3 Vs. Because it's based on angle of attack, it's not going to be affected by gross weight, G-load, or density altitude the way airspeed is. It's always going to be the same. So the easiest way to think about it is a self-adjusting VREF. It's also handy as a negative energy reference. Any slow tone means there's more drag than thrust, and the pilot has to reduce angle of attack and or add power. In other words, he can't be pulling so hard on the stick. Let's take a look at what the basic tone pattern sounds like. Now this diagram shows us everything we just saw in the video, and I like to use it to explain how we actually use the different tone cues. Say for example, we're coming into land and we get a little bit of slow tone. Well, that is real-time feedback for the pilot to ease forward on the stick just a little bit to reestablish that solid tone, stable, on-speed condition. Same thing if we're a little bit fast. We squeeze the stick aft to make fine pitch adjustments. Now the neat thing about the logic is it allows the pilot to listen to the entire backside of the drag curve and provides excellent performance cues at LRD max, on speed, as well as outstanding progressive stall warning. So let's talk about how we use it to actually land the airplane. All we're going to do in this case is slow to an on-speed condition and configure. We're going to cross-check our airspeed once just to confirm normal angle of attack operation, and then we're going to maintain an on-speed condition until the flare. And just prior to touching down, we're going to transition to the slow cue. But the neat thing is once we confirm proper operation, the pilot's eyes are free to worry about flight path management, traffic avoidance, and concentrate on what's happening down in the TDZ. So let's take a look at what this looks like from the cockpit. So the big takeaways are these cues are very simple, very intuitive. It actually takes longer for me to describe them than it does to learn how to use them in the airplane. It makes landing consistently smooth and energy management in the traffic pattern much better. And it allows you to use a very simple technique of using your pitch to control your AOA and your power to control your glide path, which is the most effective way to catch the number 3 wire. And it has outstanding negative energy cues, and it reminds the pilot rapidly, if they overshoot final or whatnot, not to pull any harder than on speed. If you want to learn more about the system in great detail, please go to our website, flyonspeed.org, and click on the How to Use the AOA Tone tab.